bum. Yep. We are playing another game. It's been quite a bit since I've done a like walkthrough let's play of a game. But we're here with something rather simple, something that I know pretty well. Pokemon Snap. Something that a lot of people have done LPs of and stuff like that. So we're gonna be showing off as much as we can of the game. And also try to do it quickly. So yeah, we're gonna try to show off like optimal routing and things like that. If you take good enough pictures at the beginning, it can go a little bit faster. Name ourselves and to explain what is going on, because this game is in it has the Japanese version of this game. It's a rail-based, or like a rail shooter, but with a camera. So you follow one track, and you take pictures of Pokemon, and then you reach the end of the goal. Yeah, and I'll explain it more as we go into it. So, as you can see, we go up and we click the A to take a picture. For pulling out the camera is the only way to take a picture in the original ones. Clicking A on the Pokemon will take a picture, and if the dot is red and you take a picture of the Pokemon in the center, it'll have their name show up at the bottom along with the red box that says new. That is something to keep in mind. Every picture they want to take should have that new Pokemon writing. So it should say, you know, when we take this picture, if we take it way over here, it's still going to be a picture of Pikachu, but it is really important to make sure that you get that little thing at the bottom that says what Pokemon it is. As you will need that for getting as much points as you can. Getting the little name is very important for maintaining and gaining a lot of points. Also something to note, it'll obviously say new if you haven't submitted that Pokemon before. But if you've gone through an entire place and you're like, hey, I've taken a picture of like this Meowth, and you forgot to submit it, if you come back in the stage and you take a picture of it, it will still say new because you did not submit it prior. Something to keep in mind about this game, though it is a rail-based shooter, you can kind of determine your speed and some minor things. So basically the way that this game works is if you are facing straight forward, gotta take this picture of Lapras. If you're facing straight forward, you will go as fast as possible. If you face to the side, or if you face straight behind you, you will go as slow as possible. If you want to take a picture of a Pokemon in front of you, if you face behind yourself, like straight behind, the easiest way and the fastest way is using the C sticks, or the C buttons. Pressing B up will enter your camera straight forward. Pressing right will make you 90 degrees to the right based on the basically based on the north end being straight. And then if you use that to face yourself straight backwards, you will actually go as low as you can. And if you're facing straight backwards and you pull out the camera, you can actually turn and face whatever direction you want. You will go as low or as fast as you're facing. So if you want to go quickly, you face forward, you can pull out the camera, do a couple C6 right, turn around, and you're still going as fast as you would be if you're facing forward. That is something that is definitely pretty helpful, because sometimes you want to be going pretty slow, but other times you want to be going fast, so that way you can get far enough ahead of whatever Pokemon you're trying to take a picture of. There will be a good explanation spot in the next level where we'll be able to show that off. So Pokemon pictures, basically the main thing is you want to make sure the Pokemon's centered. Something else that is important is if the Pokemon is facing you or not facing you, you really want to make sure that the Pokemon is facing you. And you want to make sure the Pokemon is a decent size, so it's filling up the screen well, but not getting cropped out by being too close or, being taken from very much afar. So like if I submitted a picture like this, Oaks would notice that it's a Lapras, but we wouldn't get that many points for the size. Which will be explained here in a moment. We're gonna go ahead and submit all these pictures. And I think we submitted everything. Very good. Okay, so any pictures of the same Pokemon will get grayed out once you submit one of those Pokemon. So because I had submitted the last Lapras, these will get grayed out. So it's always good to double check and go through your films to make sure that there's nothing that's not grayed out, because that means you're not going to submit it. Okay, Professor Oaks checks, or Dr. Okido. So, Professor Oak goes up and looks into a few things. The size of the Pokemon, which is the first check normally. There's one other exception, but we'll get into that in a second. So size can go anywhere up to 1,000 points. And then we have the pose, which the pose is based generally on whether or not the Pokemon is facing enough towards you or facing behind you. And then there's certain other things that'll, increase your chance of getting the pose higher. 1,000 points is also normally the highest for that in a normal picture, though there is special bonuses for poses that can get you up to like 1,200, and I think maybe even higher than that. The technique is the next one, which is where we got that ×2 bonus. That is the picture being in the center. So when you take that picture and it says that the picture you took was a Pikachu down at the bottom. That is your like sign or symbol that the picture is centered according to Professor Oak, which will get you that two times bonus. So really important for taking all the photos. And then the bottom one right there is same Pokemon. You'll only get that if there is a same Pokemon in the background of the picture. That same Pokemon could be like pixels in size sometimes. Like, it could be really small or like barely be in there. And you'll still get some points over this Pidgey photo. The first one that they give you has another Pidgey in the background. We get an extra 230 points. So this same thing, because this Doduo was facing more backwards than it was forward, we ended up only getting 350 points for the pose, versus the Pidgey that was technically facing a little bit towards us more. I believe is the reason for that Pidgey getting 1,000. And same thing for this one, because Pikachu was facing towards us, we got the max pose of 1,000. Something that I can get into really quick. First, that one thing that I said that could show up before poses is special bonuses. So a certain Pokemon might be doing, some type of special pose, which we'll see in a later level. That will actually get you a separate category that goes first, and it'll get you more points. Sometimes, like special things that they do, as some Pokemon do, you'll end up getting more pose points instead. So you'll get like 1,200, but sometimes it'll just be a special bonus, which will pop up as the first thing that comes up versus the extra pose bonus. Yeah, see, so even like this, I mean, I'm staring at my monitor screen pretty closely right now, and I cannot see another Lapras anywhere. But apparently there's one somewhere, probably hiding in the water. We got an extra 30 points for that. Now this one specifically, when you first do the run through a beach, this will always happen. So as you can see, we got a decent, like an okay size score of 570. But because Kangaskhan was facing directly behind us, or directly away, we only get 10 points for the pose. So we actually won't even get the check for it being in the center. So if you get a picture of a Pokemon and the size is too low, you won't get to go through any of the other checks past that. You'll just get the 30 or 50 points for the size. And then that's it. Like, Professor Oak will say, this picture's not good enough to evaluate the rest. And, yeah. With beating the first level, you do unlock this little Pokemon report thing. It basically that tells you how many Pokemon you have, or how many different Pokemon pictures that you have. So we have pictures of 8 different Pokemon right now. And it'll also show you your total max score through each map collectively. So we have, let's see, what is this, like 18,980. So you can go through here, you can see what kinds of Pokemon you have. So it'll tell you the Pokemon, it'll tell you what map it's on, and it'll tell you how many points you have. so that we can go through the list and see, like, oh hey, you know, oh, this is, I believe this is our Kangaskhan photo, because it's the only one with low enough points. And we can see, oh hey, we only have 580 points for Kangaskhan, so if we want to get more, we could go back later and try to get more points. You can also sort it out by Pokemon number, Pokemon name alphabetically, and the Pokemon level, or like the stage that it was found in. Yeah, and then you can see your best picture currently as well. So this one will always have your best picture right now. It's a Pidgey with 3070, which is fairly decent for a picture that the game makes you take. Yeah, with that we will go up and watch. We click on this first, because after you beat the first level, you get the second stage of the map, or second map of the game, which is Tunnel. So we were just on beach. If you get enough Pokemon pictures or different Pokemon pictures, you'll unlock the next map area, whatnot. And we're actually gonna do a check here to see if we have enough points for this. But generally what I like to do, just to make the game go by a little bit quicker, is we're gonna hop in here. We're gonna take these pictures of Pikachu. Pikachu will hop over here, and then you can take a picture of the Pikachu and the Electrode, and get a ton of points for it. This is also the first map that will introduce the fact that you can be on one side of this little lane section or the other. So you can kind of control, you know, which side of the map you want to be on. So if you want to be on like the inside of this corner, then you can do that and just hold straight. If you want to be on the outside of this corner, you can do that and hold straight. Yeah, so there's a little bit of difference depending on what side you want to be on. Anyways, we're gonna take those 5 photos, and we're just gonna quit out. So when you quit out, if you have taken pictures, you can still do your evaluation checks. So we're gonna do the picture of Pikachu on the Electrode, take a picture of the Electrode itself, and then take a picture of the Electabuzz. As soon as you take a picture of the Electabuzz, you can just quit out if you have enough points. And we'll get something. Also with this Pikachu is the first one with a special bonus that you can get. So we got an extra 600 points because the Pikachu was riding on top of an Electrode. Okay. And if you get that dialogue, means that you have enough points. If you don't have enough points, you just run through the level a little bit more until you do. But if you have enough points, you get this apple, Pokemon-shaped food. And the apple will just let you throw. You can throw the apple at Pokemon, or throw it next to them, and you know, like Pikachu will run over and eat it. It is a pretty good way to get some decent pictures. But we will show more of the use of the apple in the next one, because we're right at 20 minutes. So, yeah, that was the little introduction. Alrighty, so see ya.